I'm going to transcribe JJ's link 可惜没如果 and I'm going to rearrange his track in Ableton Live. Here's a quick tip. If possible, you just want to download this track from YouTube or whatever streaming platform you're listening to. And when it comes to transcribing, especially the bass, you want to use headphones or speaker monitors. It's not recommended to transcribe on your phone speakers. At least get a good headphones with good bass response or speakers like this, at least 7-inch in my opinion. So I'm just gonna drop this audio track into Ableton because I don't want to keep on switching screens, right? So everything is done in Ableton Live. The drums is boom, da, boom, boom, da. Kick first, let's go. Copy and paste. Snare, let's drop the drum rack first. Because later, you can tweak with all the samples. Which samples you want. You can go for this, that. So just drop a few samples in this drum rack and start inserting MIDI for snares right now. We'll just rename this as snare. So it's on 2 and 4 of the beat. So just copy and paste. The kicks are the same. Next, we need hi-hats. Close hi-hat is on every 8 notes. So another MIDI track, Command-Shift-T, rename this, Command-R, call this hi-hat closed. We'll just drop MIDI clip, Command-Shift-M, set this to 8 notes by right-clicking, and we'll just drop on every 8 notes. We just duplicate, Command-D, D, D. We have the MIDI, but we do not have any instruments yet, so we'll just drop a drum rack, hi-hat, samples. Alright, just a few. Just drop here. Later we can tweak with the samples. Now we have strings. So another MIDI clip. We name this as strings. Gonna insert a VST here. VST, free VST. You can get it on the official website. You can hear. It follows the snare at the top note C. So strings, something like this. On 2 and 4. Yeah, and it goes to the leading note. So it's C to G major, C major to G major chord. Function, half 9, 2, 3, go. Right, so we're gonna work on this again. So there's another way to work around this. You can do this. Put it here. Later you want to punch in on bar 5 to bar 6. So that means punch in here and it punch out here. For example, let me show you. That's how you do punch in and punch out. Battery is running out. I'll see you guys later. Thankfully my phone is fast charging, so it's only about 5 to 6 minutes. For that 5 to 6 minutes, I was tweaking with the markers here. I'm pretty sure this is a live recording session or something. This is not fixed on the metronome because I have to tweak with the markers here. Make sure that all the transit fits on the grid. It's easier for me to transcribe. Besides for the markers, I did add in a crash here on bar number 6 here and bar number 2. Now I'm gonna add in toms here. Flank with the snare and toms. Boom, dum, dun, 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 dun. And we did crash, pan. We'll just add a flam. How you add a flam? Something like this. Slightly out of the beat, kind of like an ornament, and with a floor tom. So for toms, I'll also insert a drum rack here, and we can play with the samples. So a lot of selection. So we'll just select a bunch of toms here, and drop into this drum rack. So later we can tweak to our taste. Low floor tom. We have the bass. That's why you want to listen on speaker monitors or headphones, because this bass, I'm pretty sure you can't hear it on phones. Especially bass without too much overtones. Transcribing needs good speakers or headphones. It's hard to transcribe it with small speakers. But I'm sure. But this note is unclear. It could be G. We'll just take it as G. We need to add in another MIDI track and rename this as bass, guitar. Here's a quick tip. Punch in and punch out. If you're recording and you want to punch in a certain section, for example, you just want to record somewhere from bar 5 to bar 6, take this loop end, put it around here. This is a punch in point. This is a loop start, alright? To make sure, you also want to click this punch in switch and punch out switch. Let me demonstrate. Sounds like an A. It sounds like an E here. It's E, not G. So it's a 16 note actually. I'm gonna work on the improvisation. I'm gonna improvise on this piano chords. Let's go. We're just gonna loop this, punch in here, punch out here. Make sure this punch in and punch out switch is turned on. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's listen. I'm gonna show you guys the end result. So let's go. Yeah, so that's the end result. This is JJ's Lint 可惜没如果 rearranged in Ableton Live. Hope this helps. Like and share for more. Peace out.